All right, so we are taking off for the moment that my wife has been so excited about. I might be slightly more excited than her.
Excited. Maybe you excited.
Okay, maybe she's hungry and tired and I'm excited. But I thought we should take a minute and reflect and say goodbye to the current ones. I do love you. We had a lot of good times together and I'm going to miss you. You're still going to be around. Are you ready?
Hungry and nervous.
Hungry and nervous. That makes sense. So, all right, I'm taking off.
Ever Mall.
As expected, you can see the excitement on my wife's face. She is just ecstatic. Or she's tired, really hungry, and a little nervous, but I mean,
Yeah, that'll be okay.
you just want the foods. She wants food. Should have brought a kitten. We should have brought the cats with us. That would fix this.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Bye-bye.
See you later. This is it, honey.
Okay, so the wife is off to have the procedure done, which they said takes 2 hours or maybe even a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. It's really all the preparation time because we've already been here for, well, about 2 hours already because they're obviously making sure everything's 100%. Checked her to make sure she wasn't allergic to anything. So they've been doing a really professional job, very happy with how they're doing it, measuring everything and making sure that they were going to be in the right spot. And she was going to be very happy with the size and it wasn't going to be awkward or uncomfortable. I mean, she knows she'll be uncomfortable tomorrow and the next day, but she's not going to be unhappy with the size because they made sure to draw it all out, so it's exactly what she wants. All right, excellent news. The surgeon just came in and talked to me. He said my wife is all done. They are just wrapping up and cleaning everything right now. She's very happy. She's in a positive mood, and he said she's continuously laughing because of, what they gave her, but either way, she's safe and everything's okay, which is the important part. Okay, she's recovering, but she's doing really good, just sore and definitely tired. She just took a nap number 3, I think. Either way, she woke up and she wanted some food, which is a good thing. So I ran down the street, tried 3 different Japanese food restaurants, because that's what she was in the mood for. None were open, of course. So I went into something that she likes, got 1 burrito, 1 burger, 1 quesadilla, 1 taco, and 1 onion ring. So she had 1 of everything, and she's happy now. Happier. And she looks amazing. You look beautiful, honey.
Happier and better.
Yeah, she doesn't want me to make her laugh, so I have to not be myself for a little while. So, all right, she's going to eat and we're going to hang out. All right, we are heading off for the 1-week checkup. He wants to check it out and we have a flight, so if it doesn't look good, then we'll stay here a little bit longer and hopefully he'll give me permission to play with him because so far I've spent a lot of money and I can't touch him. I'm just joking.
Thank you po.
Salamat.
Thank you po.
You're okay, honey?
I'm okay.
Checkup went great. Saying, looking down your shirt before was a little bit excitement, now it's a big excitement. So
I miss laying down.
you miss laying down?
Yeah, honey, get it for me, honey. Honey, I need this. Honey, I need help.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's over, so I took advantage of those time that I can ask him anything.
Wiggle this toe. No, not to the left, only to the right.
At least.
It's like a slave. It's a lot of work being a foreigner
really?
here. Oh, yeah. Tell you the truth, at first we weren't going to make this video, tell you the truth, because it's, kind of a private topic. But the fact is, I'm very transparent, so isn't she. We're honest and open with people. And as far as us hiding this, it's not very realistic. So people are going to notice in a month or 2 that she got implants. So if we're trying to then hide it, yeah, that's just not really my style. It's not her style. And then people are going to ask questions and we're not, what we're going to do, lie about it or pretend it didn't happen. That's not who we are. I'd rather be upfront about it. Some people won't like it or disagree with it, and that's perfectly fine. everyone has the right to do what they want with themselves.
As long
Anyways,
as we're happy.
right, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't tell people they should or shouldn't get tattoos or piercings, so, you know, if she's happy with it and her husband's happy with it, I'm very happy with it.
You know, if you're happy, you have to say, if you're happy with it. No, you have. If I'm happy with it, she's happy.
Yeah, happy wife, happy life, and
Happy husband, happy
yeah,
life.
happy husband
That's-
is definitely, yeah. I went from being a happy husband to even more of a happy husband. First thing is reason for her getting it.
You answer it.
You want me to answer why you got you?
Oh, okay. Now I'm trying not to laugh because the stuff told me.
I have to avoid
Avoid
being myself because every time I make her laugh, she's like, "Oh, my chest, my chest." So
And now, about the breast, what's it? Augmentation?
augmentation or
Yep.
implant, whatever you want to call it.
Yes. It's been a while that he mentioned it until I don't know, like couple months ago, and he opened the subject of it again, and
Well,
he wants to talk about it, but I didn't say no. I like it. It's just like it's not very common here in province, so it's uncomfortable for me. But I like it. It's nice. It's very common in Manila and Cebu. I even asked girls who were from in salon about that, and they said it's okay. So like, oh, okay. It makes me like want more because even them they want it. So as a girl, I will like, okay, that's nice that at least they will not judge me for having a fake boobs because okay.
well, yeah. I mean, when we first started dating, I asked her if she'd ever be open to it. It wasn't like a make it or break it kind of thing. I was just curious because Filipinas are smaller there typically than other countries. So I just asked her if she was okay with it, and she said she wasn't against it. She just didn't know a lot about it because in the province, she's only known one girl that's ever had it, and she was married to a foreigner.
Yeah.
I mean, there isn't even a plastic surgeon that is on this island, so that's why
Yeah.
it's just not popular. But then the more we travel and go to cities, and we're in Cebu and Manila, and especially the U.S., then she would see it quite a lot and then ask questions and get more curious about it. So anyways, yeah, I brought it up again to see how she was, or if she'd be okay with it, and then every time she went into the makeup or hair place, I got a fly on my leg, lucky fly, then she would ask the girls, and all of them either had it done or they wanted it done. It was just kind of a price thing that they
Yeah.
weren't getting it done. That was
It's
the
very
reason why.
expensive. The one should. Oh yeah, I want it, mom, but it's just so expensive.
She just wanted to explain, why she got it done. I'm not gonna lie, I did bring it up first. It wasn't like something that had to be done. I was just curious, and she was like, I'm not against it. I don't really know a lot about it. So anyways, years later, she was okay with it. So great, good investment on my behalf. I think it was a better investment than solar was. So all right, how do you think how was your overall experience?
Oh, the surgery, it's actually okay. It's my first time to be under the operating room with all the lights and
Painkillers and obviously the area. So she was awake when she was getting it.
yeah, and well,
But
it's funny because they're talking to me while they're cutting my here, and I just laugh, and it's just like we're like having a conversation where I'm laying down and they're cutting. Are you okay, Rachel? Yeah, yes, doc, yes, doc. And then they had a video. I don't, but that's why they're like, oh, we should upload it to YouTube because you're laughing well under the surgery and you even smile at the camera. So it's just funny for me, but it's just me, and I'm awake, so I cannot just lay still and nothing to do. It's just
yeah, you want to
laugh.
stay distracted and busy.
So far, and then only the pressure that I feel small pain, but other than that, I'm okay. I'm dizzy after, and the recovery is 2 weeks. I'm very careful about my cut here. I don't want to get like scars or even infected, so I can't move. It's hard to move. I need my husband. I need his hand all the time, even to.
Yes, I'm pampering you and taking care of you.
Yeah, that's your
Which is-
job.
Yes, you're right. I'm not complaining. It's well worth it. That's fine.
Yeah.
When you're like, you cook me breakfast? Yep, sure. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, it's hard because it's hard for me to what's that? Oh, what's that? From lay down to sit.
Yeah, when you were trying to sit up but not move your chest or stomach,
Yeah.
I would, put my hands underneath you and
So
try
it
to
has to be
help you out.
slowly, and then
Yeah, we're right
yeah.
now.
So
Yeah, we stayed in Manila for a whole week to make sure she was fine, get a checkup, and everything was okay, and then travel back here at home. And then she was still taking it easy for the last 2 weeks. For the last week, she's been walking around doing a lot more stuff like that. I mean, nothing crazy. She's not working out or anything, but she's not supposed to. But okay, as far as the cost, I'll cover that part because I'm a very generous and caring husband, so I have to pay for this out of my own pocket.
you're welcome, honey.
What? You should say thank you.
No,
You're
this
welcome.
time I
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the cost in the Philippines compared to other Western countries is a huge difference. It was 150,000 peso total. That was the total cost. Anesthesia, all the prescription that they gave her, that was everything. Walking in the door, walking out, even the checkup, 150,000, everything all included. Now, we got really lucky because we had already gone through the consultation and put a deposit down, and then they ran a Mother's Day special for 20% off. So I was like, oh, then it would be 120,000 instead of 150. We were already going in anyway, so I just emailed the doctor and said, hey, if we go in there 2 weeks earlier, and he said, yeah, no problem, as long as you can get in before the end of the month, I have this date available, which is why we didn't end up making a video because we weren't expecting to do it a month prior. But either way, ended up costing me 120,000 peso, which is, a little over $2,000. Again, I'll put it up on the screen. If you're curious on how the doctor is, he was excellent. And when I say that, I did a spreadsheet because I'm a little OCD like that for every plastic surgeon in the Philippines. So I put an entire chart together, every one of their reviews, the amount of surgeries they've done, and their Facebook reviews, because most of them use Facebook over here more than their websites. Put down the brand name, the manufacturer that they're installing, whether it's FDA approved or not. I put the cost in there, but that's honestly last compared to safety and quality, because a lot of the companies I noticed were really cheap, but they weren't using FDA approved products and things like that, so I didn't want to go anywhere near that. I didn't care how, what the cost was. 120,000 peso,
Yeah.
well worth it.
I am the FDA approved now because it's
You're
inside.
FDA approved.
It's inside of me, so I could consider myself.
So then the next would be the location. So
Oh yeah, they have their own clinic building. It's very impressive. Like others will have to rent like a hospital and then like
yeah, there was a few places we talked to, and the price they would tell me would be very cheap, but then they would have on all these additional fees that they couldn't give us up front because they weren't allowed to do plastic surgery in their building. So you actually had to go to a hospital because they weren't approved to do it, and then the doctor just meets you there, which is I'm not going to get into my opinion on that, but anyways, we went to RVP Medical. I'll make sure to
RVB.
RVB, you're
Yeah.
right, RVB. My apologies to the surgeon. Out of all the locations in the Philippines, there was only 2 after doing my spreadsheet, going over the reviews and how many they've done, that I would even consider. Only 2 out of the 27, I think. And he was definitely the top one, but there was another reputable company, but RVP was great, and VP. B.
RVB as in boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the staff are very friendly. I like them. Professional, clean.
Very professional, and I have to say I was very impressed with the fact that before we got there, after we got there, after the checkup, everything, he would be texting us to make sure she's okay, how's she recovering, is there anything you guys need. I was very surprised at that. Even, the night before at 7 p.m.,
Yeah.
you guys still all right, just want to make sure, and then the day after, he's texting us, hey, I already left work, just wanted to make sure she's okay. So,
Yeah, so-
you don't see a lot of plastic surgeons texting you after hours to check on someone.
Yeah, we
So-
actually late about the checkup. The next week, he has to go back to his clinic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We're
So,
late. But,
yeah, we ended up, long story short, so we were going there late. He had already left, and he said, no problem, I'll turn around, I can be there in 40 minutes. Very courteous.
Yeah.
Yeah, very respectable place, great surgeon to deal with. Okay, pain, do you want to discuss that? Because
Pain. Oh, I don't like pain. But yeah, it's now it's very manageable. Yes. Now I'm I'm fine. I'm a little tight here, but
When she got out of the surgery, I was focused and she was a little obviously off. She was, no, I mean, you were on drugs. So I'm just saying you weren't in pain unless I made you laugh, and then you'd go, ha ha, oh, ah, ha ha. So you were discomfort then. She was definitely in some pain the first week. And then it was very manageable where she didn't even want to take the painkillers or Tylenol or anything, which is a good thing. So then other than sitting up and things like that, like at first getting out of bed and whatnot, then you were okay. It would be a little challenging for her at first, but
yeah, just can't wait. Looking forward to fade the pain. It's not, I cannot be happy with, I have pain inside. Even small, it makes me uncomfortable. So now I feel better. I can laugh like I just
have fun and be yourself. Yeah, at first we're trying to go for a drive. If she laughs, she's in pain. We hit a bump and she's like, oh.
So inside the car, I say, I have to what, honey? Because
I was just a very supportive husband, so I helped hold one. Because she said she was in pain. I'm like, well, I'll carry one. That's fine. That's what I'm here for. But all in all, the pain, manageable but annoying, of course. Number 6 would be the type. So
I don't know about that.
Okay. As far as the type goes, they were round. They were high profile. Teardrop is, common for a lot of people that want to look very natural and they want to hide the fact that they got implants. You can Google the difference, but younger girls are typically not getting teardrop looks. So anyways, they're round, high profile. She went with a 300cc, which was challenging to pick the size because her being 4'10", 4'11", was very difficult finding girls that had implants. So therefore, you're trying to add the CC to the current chest to what you want it to look like. So luckily, they had a few girls that were her size that they had done. So he sent us pictures, and then 300cc made the most amount of sense. We're in the US. Most of my friends that had it done were in between 350, 400, and 450, but they were 5'5" or 5'10". So her being her height, that would be a crazy amount. So even 300cc was still a lot of stretching. And prior to it, she was a 30A or B cup, and now you're a 28D. So that's or 28 double D. So it's a lot of stretching, obviously, even with the 300 because of her width. I mean, she has a very small waist and frame. So she's only, like I said, 4'10", 4'11". That is a challenge because we were even in Manila or Cebu, we tried to buy bras, and a 30 we found a couple of, and I found one place that had like 2 or 3 C cups, but either way that's not gonna even come close. I mean, technically you're a D or double D, you're right in between. So that's, anyways, we had to went online, placed an order from the US. That's fine, money well spent. I'm not complaining about that. I'll replace all the bras.
I have to sew here last night. Now I'm comfortable. It's tight here, so it's smaller here. I have to sew each size. So no.
The only place we could find roughly her size was Nike, because they have a D, double D, and E bra, but it's made in 32, which is loose on the bottom for her. So she sewed both sides and the back, and then the top 2, but at least the D cup holds her in the place. The C cup, they only had 2 or 3 bras total, and they were like 34. No one has a 30 or 28 D. They didn't have 1 D in stock for any size. So it's the Philippines, no one has a D. So anyways, so that kind of explains the before and after. I'll make sure to put clips or very polite pictures or video of before and after, with privacy, of course. I'm not going to just throw up naked pictures of my wife before and after.
Oh, they don't.
But anyways, I hope that sums this up. Again, we wanted to apologize for not making a video in the last couple of weeks, and we didn't even know if we were going to do this video, but wanted to be honest with everyone and upfront, and then it also explains to everyone why we haven't made a video in the last 3 weeks. So
they're worried about the comments.
I've been getting comments every day. Hey, you spent $5,000 on camera gear. You haven't made a video in 3 weeks. I'm like, I know. a long story. We had to take off and get something. Anyways, if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're gonna say anything negative about
look at
you
that.
disagree or you don't like it or anything like that, if it's rude or disrespectful, I'm just gonna delete it. So
It's nice.
she's happy with it.
Yeah, I have a before small bumps, now it's big bumps, like balls.
Being happy with yourself is the most important thing. My wife is happier with herself, and her husband is also happier with how his wife looks. That's the only concern, right?
Oh,
So it's
your happiness?
yeah. Well, no, not mine. I'm saying if you're
Both.
happier with yourself, and your husband's happier, then that's what matters in the relationship. It's not what everyone else thinks. Because there will
Yeah.
be people that dislike it or disagree or something like that, and that's fine. You
Yeah.
don't need to get it on yourself, or your wife doesn't need to get it, and you didn't pay for these, and you don't have to live with them. So if she's happy
Yeah.
with them, and
Yeah.
I'm also happy with them. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it. And now that she's pretty much recovered, we will be doing a lot more videos because she'll be okay. But she hasn't been very comfortable. She's walking around like this, which is why we're not recording videos. So
Not like
I hope-
that. Maybe like this, left side. And
You
then,
get my point.
you
She
know,
had
left,
surgery, which is
right.
why we haven't made videos.
And
So,
when I sleep like that, ouch. So I'm like,
honey, I need another pillow. I need water. I need this. Bring me to go pee.
it's good. At least I experienced that. I
Anyway,
could never experience that again.
all right.
It's hard.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys.
More videos to come.
More videos to come. See you
Bye-bye.
again.